Beyond the run.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, hey, it's your boy Lil Jon.
The regular season has reached its halfway point.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I'd probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Biz starts up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chicks. She ain't pulling the socks up when it's half time, she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spend most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no left. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, little. Once you run up cash, double back, baby show me what your mama made and make that. Yeah, made that. You got such a pretty face, but I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no, this ain't a Chevy. Been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just being honest, you ain't gotta lie me.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. As the work kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Prime Time contest between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. In charge of the Cardinals and his head coach, Jonathan Gannon. This side should be coming in with some fresh legs after their bye last week. Facing off against him, that's the head coach of the Cowboys. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. The All-Pro Chris Boswell on for the kick. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. Leading them out, the fifth-year quarterback from Alabama. First-round pick back in 2021, Mac Jones.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, Really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with it.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. The 30. He's at the 10. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take a 6-0 lead right away.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like
Yeah,
that?
a hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the four-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
All set for the kickoff. Slot with the honors. Return starts from the 16. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. And here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. They're run out Brock by the dual-threat quarterback out of Alabama. It's Jalen Milroe.
Hey, this is one of those situations where a quarterback has just got to say to himself, poised. Be poised. Yeah, your team just gave up a big blow on the other side, and you don't have to get it all back in one play like they just did. You got to go out there with poise to do your job and go lead your team.
Yeah, Brock throws on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
13 yards on the play.
Let's go now.
And the Cowboys first down.
Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. Caught on the 20-yard line. This gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Sign quarterback run here. He picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention.
Get it. Let's go.
2nd down, they're going to the option. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish up their opening drive. My partner up here is bumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1. More times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Jonathan Gannon doing a last little bit of coaching here as the Cardinals return to the field. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they reined it in for 6. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. Rob flat. First guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is technical. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They go right back to Tracy. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
His first throw is an interception. And he's going to score pick 6 for Dallas. We all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too.
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And trailing, coming off their biggest mistake so far. Feels like one of the key moments in the football game for them right here. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
It's Tracy on second down. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Cowboys and quarterback Jalen Milroe ready for their next drive. And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy, too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November.
Let's go now. Mustang 19.
Milroe with it on first. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. Gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Finds his running back. This is Bashir Tootin. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's again at 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's a difficult on defense.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here where you've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Tootin on first and 10. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to.
Cowboy 80. 60, ready.
From the gun, Milroe. Gets him on the quick hitter. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down.
Cougar 19. Go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down here at the 16. Gain of 9 yards on the play. That'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
19 target, Dragon 60.
Working inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10.
Tootin gets it from the gun. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
The ball carrier.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. After those plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Cowboys
Here we
first
go,
down.
here we go. 79 gross.
1st and goal at the 5-yard
Bill Rowe
line.
from the gun. High out wide. Picked up a few as he heads out of bounds.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then yeah, some positive yards.
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up
Trap
3rd
60,
and
trap
goal.
60.
Back now, pressure coming. On the move, hit it right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cowboys take a 13-point lead.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback, one that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
Makes the score Cowboys 22.
Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Jones on 1st down. Setting up the screen. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down. On the handoff, this is Tracy. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. to make that play. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
2 minutes still to play in this 1st half, partner. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 2nd and 3 now. From the shotgun, it's Jones. He's going to pull this one down and run with it.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. We'll go with a design keeper. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Now apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Now Jones on 4th down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
1st down throw here from Milrow. He's going deep! Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun. And this one doesn't go far. Third down here, need 8 on the play.
3rd and 8.
Air it out on 3rd. That's cut for the first. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. We've set it down from 37.
Get it.
First down.
Dragon, Cowboy 80.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's still going at the 30. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I think that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Pass it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out.
2nd and goal.
Throwing it again here.
Goes 1 yard line.
And he has the catch. It's both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Cowboys get 4 points to end a lopsided first half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Jones. Jukes away from one. He's brought down just inside the 25. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. We'll put one of the tight ends in motion. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our tour around the NFL starts now. We begin at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Rams at home to take on the Saints. And it's Justin Fields. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass.
All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. Returning in from the 16. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Cowboys and quarterback Jalen Milroe ready for their next drive. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
It's some space around midfield. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Top 19.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Going all the way to the end zone here. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. The Cowboys disagreeing with the call on the field, and yep, the challenge has been made. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and we're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Gets him downfield. This is Thomas. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that play to the outside, that gets the job done.
From the red zone on first. Broken out wide as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll work against the blitz. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. Now it'll be third and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
Throwing now, Milrow. This is Cox. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out at halftime. Now it's Milrow in the offense. They're going to go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the pass is the right call on the 2-point try, but we've got laundry on the field, so let's listen. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but across the line there, that is the holding penalty. Gotta say, Brock, a little bit surprising. Kicker still on the sideline. They're going to try for 2 again, this time from the 12-yard line. And the call to go for it not awarded as the pass falls incomplete. Well, what's the old saying, partner? You can't win them all. Third go and a 2-point conversion in this game, and that's only the first time they did not end up in the end zone.
I know we're seeing a boom in this aggressiveness in analytics, but I will tell you, kid, there's only so many plays. I mean, I guess you're going to see more coordinators and coaches spend off seasons adding more and more and more plays. But you only get so many reps during practice, and I am curious how many more 2-point shots they've got on that script.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. It's his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
These intermediate games, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. Sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Second down, looking for options. That's one, the quick slant. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. All set now, first and 10.
The Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The in route complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. 20 yards on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throw again, it's Jones. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
6 yards. It's second down.
Now Jones. Has him running the comeback. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still brought not enough to avoid third down.
16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Jones running sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB, wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
He's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
Okay, way up here in the booth, can you smell it? When he smelled that running back is smelling the end zone. He gets him down there to the 2. You know he wants to finish it.
James scores. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals start the second half with some needed points.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Returnable from the 2. This makes it up to the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Buffalo at 19 Lions. Ready, ready.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Trying for the deep ball. This is inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And now they have a first and goal.
And the Cowboys first.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Cowboys football, and they should be able to coast through the fourth with that kind of lead.
On the set.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Hey, set. Ready. Ready.
Milrow from the gun. Has it down close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the one. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Now it's second and goal from the one.
60 Maverick. Ready.
From the gun, Milrow. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. Christian Watson with the touchdown.
Come on.
Here's Milrow to throw. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return. Here's Jones. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Here's a give inside to James. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Gain of 15 yards.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go now.
This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And he'll get it up to the 44. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Out left, Grant makes the grab. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Good for a Cardinals first down.
Cut down the field, Golden. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made.
It's a gain of
We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Cardinals first down.
Now run, James. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
James, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. On the shotgun, it's Jones. It's all right side by Johnson. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Finds him over the middle. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
A 2-yard gain.
There we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can you get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
Arizona.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. He's going to do it himself. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Man, it is is tough to fool this defense. With how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, QB keeper, it gets 0.
Playing with James. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, they did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with the touchdown.
Touchdown,
The
Arizona.
Cardinals making the scoreboard look a touch better. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Cardinals trail by 23 now.
Cardinals 21.
And all set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races.
Yeah, I know we all wanted to see him finish that score. His teammates certainly did as he was rolling down the field. But this offense will tip the cap and say thank you kindly and try to go finish the touchdown off themselves.
Chased out to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Ooh, whether they got it or not there, Brock, not going to make too many friends going for 2 in that situation.
Yeah, sure felt less about whether they're successful or not and more just about the fact they don't care. I'll tell you what, they may forget about it. Those guys on the other side, they won't. And they'll remember it the next time they line up against each other.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. They run. It's James. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
What happens is you get to that building the next day and everybody feels good. The secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good of stacking these kind of wins in a row.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.